this. Look at his teeth.
Protection. The hair trimmer.
What is that?
Honestly has
Like,
you
what is
covered
this
from
stuff?
head to toe. Oh, and please check out
Weed whacker. Is that
their
for
Weed Whacker
bush?
nose and ear hair trimmer. It's a wireless trimmer with the same skin-safe technology as the groin trimmer, so you don't have
Someone say hot groiner.
to worry about tugging or cutting on those sensitive nose hairs. Plus 2 free gifts, the Shed Trap Plus free and the Manscaped Anti-Chafing Boxer Briefs.
Oh my god. Look at this guy.
Go to manscaped.com today.
What? Oh. Oh. See the stuff.
20% off plus free international shipping plus 2 free gifts when you use promo code J at checkout. Manscaped always lets you use the right
AJ.
tools for the job. Trust me, it's better to be prepared than look like a Persian rug on your next date.
AJ,
Now back to the date.
a rug?
Sorry,
He's got
I mean
a
video.
rug?
iDubbbz' real name is Ian Washburn, and he is currently 31 years old.
For
He gained
real?
a massive audience after making content cops on
This is too loud for me. Is it too loud for you? I just want to know who we're talking about here.
Dennis Rhodey and Leafy is here. Arguably, his most memorable one was about Tana Mojo, which was uploaded on February 6,
Tana Mojo?
2017.
I don't know. Let's keep going.
The drama
What's with
all
the
started after
resolution?
Tana called Ian out on Twitter for saying the
guess
N and
nothing.
R word. At iDubbbz,
What's
so
that?
3 million
If iDubbbz broke both of his legs and lost all of his subscribers, I would be genuinely happy.
in the content
Are these
cop,
real
Ian
people?
showed old clips of Tana saying the N-word herself and felt she used it
What
in
is
a
that?
spirited way.
But
Nihilism?
she didn't use the N-word in the same way that I use it. She
Is that
used
acoustic
it in a very
foam all over the room?
mean-spirited way.
Can't be that bad.
So like
Tana
4
Mongu?
years later, when people are like, "Hey, these are racist," and I was like, "What? Like, what do you mean? Like, it's
What's
in
that
every
mean?
rap song. Like, Mac Miller says that he's white. Like,
We're gonna have to
Well, they never say
resurrect
what hard
Leon
are
Trotsky
rap
if you want me to talk about a
songs.
definition of
Obviously,
racism.
their explanations are dog shit. None of it adds up.
Taking things a step further, he visited Tana at her meet and greet in San Francisco and iconically posed for a picture while asking her to
No,
say
she
the
told me to
N-word.
put this video on.
Say
Shockingly, she initially didn't know
Now
it
I
was him
remember.
and only
I'm
figured
starting
it
to
out
remember
later.
some of this.
Instead of shaming Ian for his immature behavior, she did exactly what he predicted. She could have owned him, but rather became a victim of her own actions. Hannah just
Is this
dramatized
real?
the
No, I
entire
mean-
situation by saying she was scared for her life, that Ian didn't let her go, and that she wondered if he had a gun or knife.
I gotta try to like break free. You know what I mean?
Like, I just can't believe-
away from me and so, like,
I just can't-
I tried to like.
It's
he
just hard-
didn't, like, let go.
It's hard
And
for
that's
me
when my
to
brain was like,
understand.
okay, does he have
Uh,
guns? This was very quick. It wasn't like he yelled
It's
at me.
hard for me to
And then
understand.
I pull away harder and finally pull away. That's when my brain is like, do I run? Do I
Are
scream?
you hearing
Do I
this?
cry?
It's
Do
just
I
hard for me
hide? Do I
to
cuss
believe
him out?
that
Yeah,
this is actually
wrong.
real.
I don't know what to do. You know, I'm just and he's just looking
Like, I mean,
at me
you know, these people do this for money, right?
Creepiest, most terrifying.
You guys know these people
Now,
are,
this
all
was
have a
the
business
absolute
plan together and
genius
they
of
do this for
iDubbbz.
money,
He
right?
banked
You
on
guys
the
know
fact
that,
she would
right?
embellish everything. This made her dig her own grave because
I mean,
it
that's
illustrated that
fine.
She was more of a
No, go
histrionic
ahead.
narcissist rather than
Go
the
ahead.
positive Black Lives Matter activist that she claimed to be.
But,
this is
I mean,
why
you don't
personally
have to, like,
believe the Tana video
let it-
was one of his
well,
best
it's not
works
gonna
ever.
stress you out, but you
Now
know what I'm
let's
saying? Like,
jump
people
back
that
to Ian and his
enjoy
girlfriend,
drama
Lisa
or-
Jones' commentary
I don't
about
know
the Tana
what the-
content cop on the H3
I don't know
podcast
what
in
people
April 2022, roughly
enjoy
5
from
years
it, but you know what I'm
later.
saying.
First, Anissa stated that she couldn't believe they harassed an 18-year-old,
I guess
and then
you
Ian
know what I'm
mentioned
saying.
he recognized why it was out of line.
I think back to it, I'm like, I can't believe we literally harassed an 18-year-old child at the show. Kind of.
That's a, I guess when you put it that way,
It is.
that
It
doesn't
was
sound
very,
good.
horrendous.
Yeah.
It's horrendous. It's probably like my most embarrassing. Like it is. It's fucking
Now,
embarrassing. But I mean,
talking about
it
meet
was
and greet or
things
something?
that a
What are
lot
they
of
saying?
people
I don't
loved.
know.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it was like I can recognize why it
18-year-old
was
child?
entertaining. I
What's
could also
that?
recognize why.
Was
it
that like something out of
completely
an
line.
Arthur
Yeah.
C. Clarke book?
iDubbbz then outright said he was different before.
It was a different
That's like a
time back then, for
5-year-old
sure.
I
man
don't
right
think it's
there.
fair to say it was that different.
it was
Arthur.
just.
I think I was different for sure.
There it was, straight from the horse's mouth. Ian admitted he changed. After all, it had been around half a decade. Who wouldn't? However, Ian agreed with Hila when she
It's
implied
watered
he looked
down,
back at his
backwards
videos
and forwards
cringed.
politics.
But I think that was
Well, I mean,
gonna
these are
happen no
all-
matter what.
That's what
This
he
is
owes.
all like a culture signal.
had
It like
to
it
happen.
drives
Those
the
videos,
mores
like you said now,
into
they
the
were a hit
into the
piece, and when
corner
you look
that.
back at it, you
What's she
cringe
drinking?
at
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
It's not
I don't
something
know.
that
It
could
is
have
what it
been
is. It's a vehicle
sustainable
for
even if you wanted to.
Look,
culture.
if you didn't change,
couldn't.
What's the word for
You
it?
became star.
It's one thing to say he moved on.
Whoa,
from
what is he in? What's the word? I don't know, man. what's the word I'm looking for? Subversion, I guess, but I don't know if
for
that's
content
like a
because he matured or because of
kind of
YouTube's
like a
stricter
overplayed
policies.
word.
Specifically, I genuinely think Ian actually did a stellar job at pointing out the hypocrisies of Tana Mojo that may have otherwise
It's
gone
kind of like
unnoticed.
a, I don't know,
I
it's
mean,
like
come
a
on, she
global.
called Ian racist when she previously
It's like a
used the
global
N-word herself
reality
with
show.
a
You know what I'm
hard
saying?
R. He also
That's
exposed
what
Tana's
essentially this
dramatic
format
behavior
is.
perfectly by
It's
getting
like
her
a
to over-embellish her reaction to him
international or
visiting her.
global
By documenting
reality
the
show.
reality himself, he clearly showed the truth. On top of that, his edgy humor satirized his subjects in a very entertaining way. For
What's this?
example, he illustrated just how out of touch Tana was with reality when she didn't even
Tana
recognize
Mungu?
it was him who approached her. The very guy who she was fighting with online and hoped to offed himself.
You
None
hear
of
the
that would
music,
have
the
happened
steel
without
drums?
him
It feels like
first
I'm on a
taking
cruise
leap
ship.
of faith and driving to San Francisco. The old iDubbbz took risks.
Now-
For example, he harnessed the same edgy energy by pointing out Leafy had no chin. It
Now
worked
when-
well because Ian bullied
now when
the
I'm
bully
thinking of-
about his physical
when
appearance.
I think
something
of
Leafy
his
did countless times.
content, I think of
He gave
like
him a taste of his own medicine,
What,
and
did
we
he
all
eat,
watched
like
as he
pube cake or
couldn't tolerate it.
pube cake?
Now, any willingness to take a risk for the sake
Is
of
that the
comedic
golden era?
entertainment has essentially vanished in Ian's channel. Ironically, iDubbbz genuinely became uncomfortable when discussing
You know?
controversial topics. It's like the script has been flipped, which is insane. Also,
Is
I
it?
find it odd
It's
Anissa
insane.
talked most of the time and answered for him.
Yeah, is it?
I mean, Ian
Is
was
that
one
the
of
golden
biggest
age of what he did?
commentators on
Pube
YouTube.
cake, pube
It was
cake,
perplexing
barfing
watching him
everywhere.
Take the
I mean,
back seat. I
that's-
was also surprised
I
to
can
learn she
understand.
helped him with a lot of his content cops, including the Tana one. Now let's segue into the next major
Damn.
change regarding Ian. When Anissa revealed she started an OnlyFans in March 2020 and Ian claimed he was supportive, all hell broke loose.
Hello
remember
everyone,
that.
welcome back to another episode of iDubbbz Complains. This is a very special episode where
I'm just
I get
trying to-
tackle
is that a
two
can of tuna or
topics that
pineapple?
I've recently become very passionate about.
I'm just
That
trying to
is
understand
a section of my audience who thinks they know me and my opinion on sex work.
I'm just not used to
You can
sex
see
work.
where these two will collide.
I'm just not
For
used
those
to
of you who are unaware
this
of the
tone,
drama I
okay?
recently brought upon myself, I'll fill you in.
The
My
two mon-
girlfriend started
the
an
two monitor
OnlyFans
amount
account,
is-
which
oh,
is
it's
a
not.
website
That's
where you
two.
can
That's
upload
the classic.
amateur porn. Anything from double
Never mind.
penetration all the way over to lewd cosplay and everything in between.
Is this
And,
AOL?
I think all of it is cool.
Many creators and fans alike called him a simp or a cuck, mostly
interesting.
because they felt he was the king
It
of
doesn't
trolling who
matter
constantly
what-
took the moral high ground.
It doesn't matter
In
what
fact,
happens,
some
the
people
stuff
went
is-
so far as to claim the old iDubbbz
gets
would have been a
normalized
content
anyway, you
cop on the
understand?
current one. And well,
While you're
Ian's
talking
response
about
to the
this, it-
drama made things worse.
It's in your
I
living
mean,
room.
he
A good amount of
I'm
people
getting a little
are just
gist of what's
doing
going on.
the reasonable thing and just making jokes and laughing about it. But there's a whole nother
What's
group
with the
of
taskbar,
people
though?
who feel personally devastated and betrayed. You lied to us.
What's with the
First
mouse?
Of all, I'm not your fucking dad. Like, if you don't want to look up to me anymore, that's fine. I don't want you to look up to me.
However, he didn't stop there.
This
Then
reminds me of
attacked
the
a
Real
fan for
World days
finding
on
his
MTV
content
back in the
cops
day.
Cool.
First,
that was
up,
a
we
long
got
time ago.
Edward. He
Shocks me
brings
that
up
Grow as a
people,
person after being on the platform for
I mean,
so
look, no
long.
matter what you
But
say
Ian's
about
evolution was
either
more like a
side
backstab.
of whatever.
In early 2022, iDubbbz demonstrated that he couldn't take a joke. You see, during that time, he tried
People
to make a documentary on Sam
will
Hyde, the ghost of Kevin
enjoy
Orlando
sex
nightclub
work.
shooter. However, Sam just
You know what I'm
trolled him
saying?
by hiring a fake cracked-out girlfriend, utilizing
People
an
will
entire crew, and by revealing the truth
enjoy
only at
sex
the end.
work.
This upset
it's the
Ian,
most
who was
normal thing in the
visibly
world.
bothered.
I would have been more stoked with the prank if he had allowed us
You
to
know what I'm
take a
saying?
candid look at his
That's the
life
thing.
afterwards, but he shut us out. I don't know what his day-to-day life is really like. I
What
don't
is
know
this?
even surface-level details about how he does things, or, you know, if he's even in a relationship.
But it was still a valiant effort.
The
to watch him
transition
get
into the
involved.
into
I would
the
have
the
never
fighting has
imagined a world
been
where Michael
very.
Reeves gave Graham Stephan a concussion, and that was the beauty of the event.
I don't
It got
know.
a
I don't
lot of
know how
people
to
interested
enjoy
in
that.
the next one. The former
really,
analytical
really crazy.
commentator has honestly evolved
But I guess
well
that's
past his
I
old
guess that's the
internet
industry
persona.
in that
Ian seems
corner of
happy, and as an Ian
content
fan
creation.
and not just an
Like-
iDubbbz fan, that makes me happy. I know that sounds corny, but I
don't know,
truly
going to
wish
left
him the
field or
best.
something, I
Who
don't
knows
know.
what cool idea?
I don't
or
know
event
what it
he will
is,
come
what
up with
business,
next.
what
I
it's
guess we will
called. Pivoting, that sort of pivot. I guess these sort of things require consistent pivoting that is easiest to do with, you know, within drama or something. I don't know, it's like a vehicle for it or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think the Manscaped was the best ad. You know, why even bother commenting on something if it's being rapidly normalized in houses that aren't you know, like whatever you call YouTuber realms. It's in like civilian. It's in civilian houses. Like, what does it matter if it's in in the realm of social influence. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're talking about the big picture and where everything leads, I can't believe the taskbar. But I can't believe that, I guess it's always been like this, you know, tabloids, this and that. I guess it's always been like this, and it's just an extension of, old media into new media. The same things. Even public appeal, like you're saying, it's calculated business decisions, and has nothing to do with being cringe or any of that. It's strictly business. I'm spent from trying to actually participate in thinking that the stuff that people are saying is real and not strictly for business decisions and pivoting and posturing. I was really struggling there for a second. I can't think of anything real that's unreal to say about it. Only the reality of it. Strictly business. That's all it is. That's okay, though. Let people... Oh, I was muted? How long for?